Hey guys, how you doing? I'm David Mathas. I want to thank you for tuning back into my channel and checking out part 3 of my 5-part series about the top things I think you need to consider before doing your first physique competition. I did part 1 and 2, which covered number 5 and number 4 of the most important things I think you need to consider. And now we move on to number 3. And this one I think is one of the more important ones. That's why I put it a little bit farther up in the list. And partly is because I myself, in the past, I think many of my subscribers know this and people from my history, I nearly died from an eating disorder that took over my life for many years. And that is something that I see that is very common with physique athletes, right? Even if you don't go into a competition with an eating disorder or a prep with an eating disorder, certain behaviors do develop, and that's due to having to be very precise with meals, just the chemistry in your body that happens when you get to dieting very low and you start losing a lot of body fat. Certain eating disorder behaviors start to develop, right? And so number 3 I want to talk about is your relationship with food in your body in a good place before you start? If it is, then those are just going to be behaviors that just come along with prep for some people, right? And you're going to easily be able to get out of that. But if you start prep when you already have an eating disorder, you have body image issues and stuff, all it's going to do is it's going to manifest, right? It's going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And then when you get done with your show, you're going to be in a hole. You're not going to be able to recover because you're not going to have that positive self-image and that healthy relationship with food in your body like you did prior. This is something that I really had to take into consideration when I started getting into bodybuilding and just the physique sports in general is, could I overcome, was I in a good enough place in my mind, in my life, my relationship with food, exercise, my body, to be able to handle a prep and not have that relapse of an eating disorder come back? And guys, that's something that you have to answer for yourself. Men and women, right? If you have suffered from an eating disorder, you will know that you're always going to have battles each and every day, right? There's going to be good times, there's going to be some bad times, but hopefully you've gained the knowledge, you've gained the tools and the self-respect and knowing yourself enough to understand and know how to overcome those tough times, right? If you try to start prep when you're not in a good spot, it's just going to be a recipe for disaster. Everybody is going to have struggles during prep, even if you didn't suffer previously from an eating disorder. There are going to be behaviors, there are going to be thoughts, there are going to be obsessions that come about when you get to that low of a body fat level. The thing is, guys, make sure you're mentally strong enough, make sure you are okay with food, you are okay with your body, you understand the process before you go into it, and that you've had years of counseling and recovery, and you've had the practice to use those tools you learned to help overcome those thoughts and feelings. So, that was something that was a major factor in me deciding if I wanted to continue on and pursue this bodybuilding and physique competition goals of mine. And it is. I mean, what almost nearly killed me has also saved my life. You have to be educated, right? And if you are having problems, it's okay. Do not feel bad. Reach out to somebody that can help you. Reach out to a professional. Reach out to somebody who's gone through it. If you're looking for a coach who understands and sympathizes with you, reach out to me. I'll leave my information in the description box below. I have many years of experience with this and overcoming it and learning to live with it and manage it. But you guys cannot go into a competition if you're starting to do your first one because you have body image issues and you're trying to just improve your body image and you're trying to fulfill that need within inside. It's not going to work in the long run. And that's only something that you can understand for yourself. Nobody's going to be able to tell you when you're ready. Nobody's going to be able to tell you if it's right or wrong. You have to decide that for yourself. But there are people like myself, like others out there in the industry, that can help you decide if you are in a mental spot strong enough to keep continuing with your physique goals. So if you made it to this point right now, you've been to the show, you've decided your training is on point and you've been training long enough, this is a very important and crucial step in the process of deciding okay, am I mentally strong enough? Have I overcome my insecurities? Do I know how to manage obsessions and compulsions when they come up? Those are very critical factors in deciding if you can continue forward with your physique goals. So, like I said, just part number 3 here, tip number 3, make sure you are in a good spot mentally, physically, with your body, with food, with the relationship, and know what your goals are and have a backup plan if those obsessions, those thoughts start to creep in your mind. So thank you guys for tuning into this part 3. Subscribe and stay tuned for part number 4, which will be the second most important tip, I think, and you'll be notified when that video comes up very shortly. I want to thank you guys so much for your support, checking out other content on my channel. If you like everything, please like, subscribe, and share. It'd mean a lot to me, and I hope you guys are getting something out of this series so far. Remember, there's 2 more parts to come, so you guys have a great day. Go out, do something you love, go train hard, and just make it a great day.